you and your husband, and a pumpkin carved with a fetus. Oh, shit. Okay. Hello. Recording another video. I still haven't finished the first one. I asked for more questions today and I only got one, probably because no one got the answers to the first questions, so I don't blame you. We're done for the year. There's no more weddings at this point. Halloween was amazing. Andy and Caitlin are so adorable together. Their families were just all so happy, and a good way to send us off into the deep winter. I had so much to say last time, and I don't have nearly as much to talk about today. I'm just going to go through some things that were, I guess, interesting. Anna made a deal with me. She decides the work schedule every day. I decide her workout schedule. She keeps me on track because I procrastinate too much. I need it. I'm glad someone is being my boss so I don't have to. I'm deciding what we do. Mostly we do kettlebell swings. Anna's got that down. We're learning the clean. It's a challenging move. It took me a long time to get it right, so she's just starting doing it. We're gonna be getting everything done real quick, and we're gonna be in amazing good shape all winter. Along with the regular working schedule, we're trying to work on separation anxiety for this little dog. When I do have to leave him with someone or go away, it's extremely distressing. I put my desk up on blocks to make it a standing desk. He is not happy about that for some reason. He has this old IKEA chair. We put a cushion and a blanket on. When I sat at my desk, he was totally happy there. And he would sit there for hours, never be bothered by it. If I left, he would follow me, but he was pretty okay in there. Me standing, it just makes him nervous or something, and he doesn't want to go in the chair when I'm standing, so he has a little, his cushion and blanket on the floor, and that seems to be okay with him most of the time. When he is up and I'm standing and he doesn't want to be in there, he has to be by someone, so he goes to Anna. If she doesn't want him, then he's bothering her the whole time. So we've got our pet fence. We block off both of our office doors so they can see us, but they can't come in. So he has to get used to calming himself, being okay in the other room, even though he can't be right next to us on someone's lap. There's a corner of the fence that sticks into the office, and Dexter can come and see me. It's like I'm in a zoo and he's just visiting the human house in the zoo. We started watching this show, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's really funny, has musical numbers in the middle of it, good writing, great acting. It's a funny concept. And there's a song in the one we watched, I Have Friends, I Definitely Have Friends. We loved that for one reason, because we don't know how to make new friends as adults. We have friends, we really do, but they all live at least 70 miles away or more. In our town, we know one person. When do you hang out with these other people, because our schedules are different than theirs? So we haven't figured it out, and it's frustrating because we don't want to be hermits all the time, just some of the time. We don't know where to look for friends. Our friend Jill was telling us she thinks that if we start going places and trying to, as a couple, make friends with other adult couples, that they're gonna think we're swingers. That made me laugh. So this song really cracked us up. The tune of that song sounds a little like the Band-Aid song. I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. That we were singing the Band-Aid song, and I was dying because the lyrics are, I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand. It tells me so many things that they had brand in the song. Some, trademark attorney in the company coordinated with marketing when they're coming up with this, or with the agency. Band-Aid has become a generic term for adhesive strips, and we need to really get it out there that Band-Aid is the original. So we need to say the Band-Aid brand. If we don't, then everyone will continue to, the companies have so many ideas about what their product means and what their company means, all the legal things, and they're trying to cram all of this stuff in there, and it ends up being a crazy monster. I know how much those things cost. I mean, a big ad that's running on national television is going to cost millions and millions of dollars. Dozens and dozens of people are going to be working on it, maybe more. All of those people had to get the approval for these crazy ideas that don't resonate with anyone and don't make any sense. It's so funny to me. The back of our bread, getting a slice of bread out. There's text on the back of the package that they telling about bread and why. I'm reading a bread package on video, and I'm going to show it to people. Butternut. The whole family will love the taste of flavorful butternut honey wheat bread. Then they have these, bolded sections, which, oh man. Complex carbohydrates equal energy. Excellent source thiamine, vitamin B1. Good source riboflavin, B2, and niacin, B3. Good source of folic acid. Then the final one, be informed. Why eat bread? ? Go to whyeatbread.com. So they've made a website trying to convince people to eat bread. Again, how many dozens of people had to work on that? How many hundreds of people had to approve that process? And all come to the consensus that yes, the world really needs a site to convince them that bread is okay, and all of the reasons that you can eat bread. Come to me with your marketing ideas. I will tell you if they're terrible or not. I'm not invested in any of it. I just want to have ads that aren't crazy. That's all. I like watching ads. I drive Anna crazy because I get distracted skipping through on the DVR. I'll just see something that catches my eye, an interesting shot, or they'll say something that is really funny out of context, and so I'll just keep watching the commercial. And she hates it so much because she wants to get right back to the show. I make videos, and so I follow commercial directors and things and hear what they go through. It's a lot. There's tons of work, and the people that are behind the scenes in the creative department, they're putting their heart and soul into it as best they can. When they get it, that it's not just about selling it, but you can also make people feel good. You can also have something that can affect people. That's when great things happen. One thing I've thought about lately that is seemingly an upper Midwestern thing, I've seen it most here. I'm working on getting my conversation skills better. I want to be able to have something a little more meaningful, even if it is through small talky sorts of things. Advice I've heard from several people: when you're talking to people, ask them, what's the most exciting thing for you right now? And what's the most challenging thing for you right now? In your work, in your life, whatever, about both of those things, and that can spur a little deeper conversation than typical, what do you do? What do you do? And then that's just sort of boring. But here, I don't know what it is. Most of the time, it's like I gotta hold a gun to their head to get them to answer that. Everyone wants to self-efface and just not acknowledge anything is happening. It's like we want to be just normal. What's exciting right now? It's like, well, I don't want to say that I'm exciting. I don't want to say that anything's exciting to me. I just want to be normal. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't understand. But it's like, oh, nothing's exciting. I'm not asking you to convince me that it's exciting. Whatever is exciting to you, I don't care. It could be anything, and that's interesting. It doesn't matter to me what you're telling me, but it's not like you need to convince me that your life is exciting. It's like, what's exciting to you right now? That's all I want to know. It could be that I I'm with a lot of wedding people. There's a lot of talk of branding, and everybody wants to have their social media presence just the right way. And then it ends up being a lot of people just saying, oh, we have the best clients, we're working so much, we're going to the best places. And you only see the upsides of things. And not that you're gonna tell your clients that, but when you're with other people, you know, that know, you can stop bullshitting. I know what this is like for you. I know something is hard. Life is hard. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It might be challenging that your job is boring. It doesn't challenge you. That's a challenge. You can all be interesting, everyone. You can be interesting, and it's okay. We went to the wedding Saturday, and our assistant Jill came with us. She's awesome, and she's hilarious. We joke all the time. She's funny. We are driving, and she's eating snacks, which isn't out of the ordinary. You know, we're gonna go for a long day, and she just wants to fuel up before the day. Ask her what else is happening with you two, with you and your husband? Oh, not much, and we move on. I don't know what we were talking about then, and she asked if we wanted some of her snacks, and said no, I'm okay right now, and said, yeah, I'm just eating all these snacks because I'm pregnant. We're like, ha 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 ha. Whatever. Wouldn't that be funny if that's how you told us that you're pregnant? And she didn't say anything else after this, and we moved on. We were positive, me and Anna both, that she was f***ing with us, because she didn't bring it up in like a way. She passed it over. She didn't correct us when we didn't. Nothing. The end of the night, she says, oh, do you want to go somewhere after, get something to eat? I can drive home if you want to have a drink. I'm not drinking because I'm pregnant. We both say, wait, what? Are you serious? We had to ask her 4 or 5 times. Are you serious? We thought you were f***ing with us. Why did you correct us? Now we feel like super assholes because we just glossed it over, and we thought we were Boy Cried Wolf because she's a jokey jokester. I'm not advocating necessarily elaborate pregnancy announcement videos or announcement photo shoots with clever things like you and your husband and you're holding a giant pumpkin where your belly is with a fetus carved into the pumpkin and with a it's a boy or whatever. But if you're announcing your pregnancy to your friends, you may want to give it a little more emphasis than passing mention in a car while eating a Jimmy John sandwich. Do your friends a favor and emphasize, yes, you have a baby inside you right now. That would be helpful. I only got one question this week. And Mindy Horn says, how do you help primary children feel and recognize the Spirit? This is a weird question to be asking me. What I remember feeling closest to God was through music. That was what moved me a lot, and I felt close to Jesus when we'd sing hymns or there were other songs. The constant thing that always works is beauty. It's a simple way to get kids to feel something without needing to name anything, to be in a beautiful canyon on the top of a mountain, in a forest, by a beautiful river, or looking at art or hearing music. It seems like that would be a good thing for kids. They don't know any words yet anyway, and it's just they know something's there, but what do you call it and how do you explain it? And to point to that kind of wordless, beautiful, peaceful state that you get in a forest or get in looking at a sunset or looking into the sky. Plus, it'll work for you too, any of you adults out there. You may have noticed in my last video that I cut the shit out of my face. That's the sure sign that my razor needs to be sharpened. I showed some pictures of this as I was fixing it. This is a razor I got at an antique store somewhere. You can find them by finding the man booths in the antique store. The ones that have old gas station signs and antique tools and hunting stuff. The original handle cracked off right here, but the blade is really nice. It's nice and heavy and very good quality metal. So I made new scales and put it back together. And the thing that started me was the packaging of the Mach 5 razors. Every time you buy those, you get a giant package and then all these different hard plastic parts. Like, what is that? What's gonna happen to that when I throw it in the garbage? This is another situation of facing a fear every day. One of the only things that is like a physical fear for me in my body, just cringing, terrified, is bleeding out. Anytime in a movie someone gets their throat cut or their wrists slit, then I can't watch it. I can never watch it. It's so horrifying to me. Every day it's, I'm not that far away from being dead with this. And you have to concentrate so intensely to do it correctly. It takes more technique than shaving with a electric razor or with a just regular cartridge razor. It's a little bit meditative to shave that way, because when you stop paying attention, that's when I cut myself. But if you're focused and keep all the things in mind, you're not gonna get cut very much. Maybe that's interesting, maybe it's not. Maybe this is all boring and no one will ever watch it. I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, if you want to leave a comment, ask me a question, I'll jibber jabber about it. See you next time.